when you open your door to the shed after you've worked on the farm all summer and not cleaned anything up. Kind of don't know where to start. Like I said, this bush hog's all right. We just need something cut closer to the ground. We're wasting a lot of hay out here. I'll turn the camera around here so you guys can see this bush hog, see what we're working with. So that's a 7-foot woods pull type bush hog. Not even a hay cutting mower. But they were made to take these side panel off for the side discharge. We have a panel that goes across here. And if you do side discharge, it don't chop it up real fine. We did upgrade hay rakes. Throw a dump rake right there. We've used it a couple times. Used to be horse drawn. We put a tongue on it. I have this 5-bar rake here. It's a backup rake. I went and replaced all the teeth on it last summer. Only used it probably one time. Probably sell it this winter. Not a big fan. I've got another one that I use most of the time. Let's see. We have a 5-foot bush hog buried in there. 8-foot grader blade. There's an 8-foot grader box. 3-bottom plow. And 8-foot disc. Got a chisel plow hiding up there in the corner. These little outfits right here, lifesavers. Let's see. Over here in the weeds, we've got a big auger, post driver, post driller. Hooked to the 601 Ford Workmaster, we got pond scoop. These things, in my opinion, are awful. It's a trip bucket. It's kind of the worst thing ever. So kind of what we're looking for is a tractor sponsor. Somebody that has a reputable tractor that wants to sign a year agreement or whatever and let us run their tractor. I'm not quite sure how those things work. We'll review that tractor on this channel and we'll put it to work and put it through some tests. Like I say, maybe something we're going to end up buying. So if somebody was to sponsor us, it may be a purchase. Also, this is one of our handiest tools that we use here on the farm. It's so versatile, we use it for everything year round. It's working 365 days a year. But it's getting into firewood cutting season. We just finished up our hay season this weekend. You'll see the video for that on Sunday, September, I don't know, like 16th, 17th, something like that. We did start round baling this year. That was kind of a new adventure for us and kind of a fun project at the same time to learn how to run a round baler. We've been square baling now for about 3 years, and it's been good for us, but venturing into round baling. So videos are kind of starting to take off a little bit. We're getting more people in here, so we'll probably venture into some fence building videos real soon. We got 50-acre farm here, and the fence is getting pretty bad shape. So we do have cows and goats, so we'll probably start working on some fence, getting some fence built. It's been 5 years since we've had cattle in here, so the fences kind of went downhill with storms and everything, limbs and trees falling on it. We need to make some repairs. So we'll bring you guys along for that. I'm not sure how soon that'll be. Hopefully before snow starts flying. At the same time, we got to start cutting firewood, so we may kind of tie firewood cutting into the fence building. I know, so the firewood's got to be cut off the fence, so that may work out to make 2 videos at one time, one job. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for stopping in and watching the videos. Costs nothing to hit that like button, get our videos out there so other people can see them. I know we just did the John Deere tractor clutch replacement. That was a big undertaking for us because we didn't have the proper ground per se. We needed concrete, and we were working on gravel and grass. Our big A-frame here ended up breaking right there. It broke and split apart on us, but we had to finish up with the floor jacks, get that thing back together. All my video footage from getting that tractor back together was lost. I went to put it on my editor and it was corrupt data. So I do apologize for that. I'm going to have to get better camera equipment. We've got some winter projects. We've got the walk behind. I think the one's a wheel horse. It's got a cultivator on it. And then the David Bradley, I could be wrong, sickle bar mower, little hand mower. Try to get those running. Here in just a second, I'll turn the camera around and show you. They've kind of been abandoned all summer and in the weeds, but nevertheless, they're projects of the farm. Just thought it'd be cool to get those running and maybe use those out here, cleaning up around everything. Feel like it'd be a good mower for the fence row. But all the leaves are starting to turn. Let me turn this camera around for you. Can't really see it on video, but the leaves are starting to turn. Those are all yellow. They were green. If you go to the left here, we get some green. Then we get back into the yellow where the sun's at. You can kind of see where it's starting to change from green to yellow right over in there. Get my fingers in the way of the camera and lose focus, but fall's upon us. So we'll be getting ready to make any kind of fixes that we need to do on the tractors. Like I said, I know that Massey Ferguson needs rebuilt. That tractor was stuck when we got it. We got it freed up. We've done a lot of work to it and with it since then, but I think it has a few stuck rings and possibly a stuck valve. So we will eventually be rebuilding that motor on that tractor, unless we work out a deal on a newer tractor and use that for trade-in. We talked about trading the 3020 John Deere in. That's kind of where we're at now. You'll get to see some video of the farm truck this winter, little Jeep Comanche 5-speed, hauling firewood. It's getting about time to get all the goats back to the house and on their winter pasture. Get the cows back to the house on their winter pasture. Cows are over in that direction, and their winter pasture is over that direction. So we'll get all that taken care of probably over the weekend. Get the animals moved back to the winter pasture and start getting some of these weeds and things cleaned up around the farm. We got all this to clean up. I actually found a new cab for that truck, 72 International 1310. That cab's just rotted off that truck, so we will be probably cab swapping it soon. That may be a spring project. I got a lot going on for the fall. But yeah, we own as far back there as you can see. Where we cut hay in our big field is back down in there. You'll see, I think we did some round belling down there last week. I think that video posted Sunday. But other than that, we're getting ready for the fall. I know it's a pain to hear when I'm on this side by side, but we'll take a ride over the hill here and just look at what we got going on. I need to get this roadway all cleared out, going down into our lower fields. The road's getting a little bit rough. But without the tractor, with the loader, it's hard to do anything with it. There's a deer. I need to get my salt box out and get some corn down here for the deer. So each trip we make to the bottom field, we just mow to pass on down through this lane. This creek crossing here needs some work. I don't know if you can tell, but that's probably a foot and a half deep over there. The side on the left ain't too bad. Some firewood there. We got some more firewood over here we need to cut up and get out of the way. All these limbs here, I want to cut those off back there. They're just terrible hanging out here. It's hard to drive through here. I want to take back these field edges. You can see all those tree limbs hanging out there. There's a big one right over there. It's hanging out in the field. So let's just go up here and see. We got a bunch of stuff stashed in the woods up here. Got pipes here on this trailer that I'll probably fix in that culvert I was just showing you that we crossed. We've got an old hay trailer here. Just needs a floor on. I'll probably put a floor in that hopefully for next year. We got an old hay conditioner sitting there with a sickle bar mower. Got some more firewood up on the hill. We need that 30-20 John Deere to pull that down. We got a big red oak log here. It's cut up. I'm gonna cut some firewood off of it. All these limbs need trimmed back on these roads. It's hard to get a tractor down through here without smacking yourself in the head with the limb. We do have the Kansas Power Wheels graveyard here. We're gonna haul those to the landfill. We talked about that this fall, but it seems like we've got so much going on this fall. I don't know how much of it we're gonna really be able to get done. But we've cut all this for hay. I don't really know how many acres this is, but it's quite a few. We have a boat there we use for a deer stand. Deer blind, I guess you'd say. This is high traffic deer area down through here. We'll just cruise on over to the barn, check on the gate. Every now and then we have somebody that misses the curve and runs through the gate. But we try to section this field off. You'll see this is brand new, just mowed. This is about 3 to 4 weeks mowed. We got these trees that hang out. I'm going to cut all this off. So we do have a kind of a cistern or a well down there, but the water is contaminated with sulfur, so it's not good drinking water. Go ahead around here, we'll look at all that fence down in there. The fence is all tore down. So it's got to be redone all the way from the house to down here. There's our middle gate down the hill. We got another gate further down the hill. We'll just drive out to the barn. We got that shed there that's fallen down that actually has I think there's a gravity wagon in there. Gravity wagon I'd like to get, and a feed mixer in there that I'd like to have. You can see part of the gravity wagon right there. There's a calf. I don't really know what that is. As we come around the barn, we own down to that second light post, and it goes straight up through the woods way back behind us, back to where we seen the deer earlier. Now we got the other side of the gate on the barn locked, so we can't go there. There's a grill, I don't know, John Deere, like 50 or something. I'm gonna go ahead and put this thing in full drive. We did get the John Deere planter out of there before that building collapsed that much. A friend of ours came and got it, took it out of there and used it. I'm not sure whether he'll bring it back or he'll just keep it. We'll cruise out through the field here to the tractor cab, and I'll come back to you guys there. So there's an old Oliver tractor cab sitting there in the woods. My uncle bought it for that 30-20, but it wouldn't fit, so he parked it here in the woods. I think with a little bit of persuasion, we could get that to go right on there. This rock right here is very inconvenient during hay season. You gotta go around it with the mower, and it always leaves grass standing on the sides. Well, you'll have all these trees here kind of hanging out over the field too. Can't get a tractor under them. There's where we came out of the woods, straight up the hill a while ago. And this windshield is dirty, so I'll get back with you in a minute. So coming out of the edge of the field, used to be a little pond right here. There's a small little pond in this creek we dug out, and just so the cows would have plenty of water when they were down here. But as you see, it's filled up. With cows in the woods, you see a lot of these trees are rotten at the bottom. There's a decent stand of timber in here. Somebody did find some smaller trees. The old deer stand there. Looking out over that. Usually a pretty decent spot. We'll be out squirrel hunting pretty soon. We'll be checking on that stuff. Trails down through the woods for cutting firewood. What is down there? I see something blue down in the woods. What is that? Looks like a freaking swimming pool. I wonder where that came from. There's a couch. Has people been driving back here down there? I know right up here on top of the hill we got a tree that fell over the fence. There's poplars need to end out there. We got that tree right there that'll probably end up falling over the fence as soon as I fix it. You got some widow makers up there. You gotta watch those. But this big white oak has fell across the fence last year. We just haven't got it here to get it cut out yet. Fell from there. We're back where we seen the deer a while ago running before we came down the hill. We'll head back to the house.